Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to this another round of Annual Awards night. By honoring and recognizing exemplary business skills and leadership qualities, KMA promotes a healthy competition among business houses and management professionals. For the large number of members which are ever growing, KMA has provided the right platform for professional development. Though KMA was awarding and recognizing exemplary performance in various fields of management over many years, it was in 2015 that we formally started holding a full-fledged award function. It was under the chairmanship of past President S. Rajmohan Nair, during which year Mr. Prasad Panikkar was the President of Kerala Management Association. Thus, we are in the fourth year of the awards this time. KMA has emerged as a catalyst to promote entrepreneurial and business climate in the state. KMA has been playing a pivotal role in the promotion and propagation of contemporary management principles and practices for over half a century in Kerala. In an effort to bring together corporate houses, educational institutions, practicing managers, business heads, and doyens of the industry with a mission to build a vibrant management fraternity and to usher in a professional management culture in the state, KMA hosts a multitude of events ranging from conventions, conclaves, workshops, seminars, and so on and so forth. These forums provide its members the unique experience to share knowledge, skills, and best practices in management on a regular basis. This is one such forum where the best in the industry come together and rub shoulders with each other. Let us begin the day and this evening by welcoming the dignitaries onto the dais. May I request our President, Mr. Dinesh P. Thampi, President of the Kerala Management Association, Mr. C.S. Karta, Chairman, Award Night 2019, and Mr. V. George Anthony, Honorary Secretary of KMA, to please accompany our chief guest and keynote speaker to the stage. We will get ahead with the award function, which comes under different categories, as you all know. And we will have the presidential address, we will have our keynote speaker, we will have our chief guest also addressing you during the program. Thereafter, we will adjourn the meeting after the awards for our networking and dinner time. Let us now invoke the blessings of God Almighty, and I call upon Ms. Sancta Saviour for the prayer song.
Logam muluvan sukham pagaranai sneha deepame mizhi thurakku. Logam muluvan sukham pagaranai sneha deepame mizhi thurakku. Kadhana nivarana kanivinnuravi കാട്ടിൻ നടുവിൽ വഴി തെളിക്കൂ. ലോകം മുഴുവൻ സുഖം പകരാനായി സ്നേഹദീപമേ മിഴി തുറക്കൂ.
Now to accord formal welcome, may I call upon Mr. C.S. Karta, the Chairman of KMA Annual Awards 2019.
President, Kerala Management Association, Mr. Dinesh Thampi, Chief Guest, Mr. Paul Anthony, IAS, former Chief Secretary of Government of Kerala, Keynote Speaker, renowned international trainer and motivator, Mr. Vijay Menon, past Presidents of Kerala, KMA Managing Committee members, members of Kerala Management Association, award winners of 2019, esteemed members of jury, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to welcome our distinguished guests and you all to this prestigious annual event of the Kerala Management Association, KMA Annual Award Night 2019. Each year, the Kerala Management Association recognizes and rewards excellence in various categories Over the years, these awards have become prestigious and coveted, and the Kerala Management Association is proud to recognize and nurture excellence in state. The awards are classified under the different categories: the Management Leadership Award, the Manager of the Year Award, Excellence Award in 3 categories: In-House Magazine, Manufacturing Innovations, and Innovative HR Initiatives, the Young Manager of the Year Award, and the KMA IT NASCOM Awards, again in 3 categories: IT Startup of the Year, Best Transformation Using Digital Technologies, and Best Innovator. Late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, former President of India, has defined a leader as one who has vision and passion and is not afraid of any problem. A leader knows how to defeat the problems, and most importantly, he must work with integrity. The purpose of these awards is to salute remarkable business leaders and organizations in their continuing commitment to excellence, developing best practices and innovative strategies. The Kerala Management Association is proud to define and celebrate the vision, uphold the spirit of achievement, and recognize excellence in business leadership. The winners today exemplify the best in leadership. They epitomize the core value of successful leaders: strength, innovation, ingenuity, knowledge, and foresight. The objective of these awards and this function can be summed up as to recognize achievements, to honor and encourage entrepreneurs and leaders, and to develop new leaders and upgrade existing leaders. A leader is one who contacts, acts as a guide to others in action or opinion, one who takes the leads in any enterprise or movement, one who is followed by disciples, the most eminent member of a profession, a person of eminent position and influence. To my mind, the critical elements in the pursuit of personal excellence are focus and vision, innovation, leadership, and management. These are the qualities that we at the Kerala Management Association strive to instill in all who comes our way. The winners of this year's awards will be announced shortly, and I congratulate the winners in advance. I welcome all the award winners and participants to this function. To address us and to present the awards this evening, we have 2 very distinguished personalities here with us. The chief guest, Mr. Paul Anthony IAS, former Chief Secretary of Government of Kerala, and Mr. Vijay Menon, keynote speaker for today, who is an international trainer and motivator. On behalf of Kerala Management Association and all of you present here, I take this opportunity to warmly welcome Mr. Paul Anthony IAS, who readily accepted our invitation and agreed to be the chief guest of today's function. Welcome, sir. I request our Managing Committee member, Ms. Maria, to present a welcome bouquet to him. Thank you, Maria. With great pleasure, I welcome our keynote speaker, Mr. Vijay Menon, international trainer and motivator, to this august gathering. Welcome, Mr. Vijay Menon. I request our member, Ms. Vinodini, to present a welcome bouquet to Mr. Vijay. Thank you, Vinodini. Even though they are our family members, it is customary that they are also accorded a formal welcome. I welcome our President, Mr. Dinesh Thampi, and Honorable Secretary Mr. George Anthony to this function. My dear past presidents, managing committee members, chairmen of respective awards, and the juries, a warm welcome to you all. As chairman of the award committee, I have great pleasure in welcoming all members of KMA, invited guests, students, members of press, electronic media to this evening function. Once again, I welcome all of you present here to this award night and wish you all a very pleasant evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. C.S. Karta. Now let us listen to our president, Mr. Dinesh P. Thambi, as he delivers his presidential address.
Distinguished chief guest of the day, Sri Paul Anthony IAS, Mr. Vijay Menon, who will be delivering the keynote address, chairman of the KMA Annual Awards, C.S. Karta, Honorary Secretary George Anthony, past presidents, KMA members, my dear MC members, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pride and pleasure to stand before you with the current KMA year coming to an end, and this being the prestigious KMA Annual Awards function. And in fact, I think like this year was like really amazing with a lot of activities and initiatives which we have done. And just to touch upon, I thought I will just, even though the year started late because of the unprecedented rains and floods, and I think like more or less like a lot of activities we did, and also like it was, we also looked at how we can, KMA as an organization can look forward and see what all futuristic things, maybe the technology or a process can also be defined and workshops can be conducted. We started with the, being the need of the hour at that point of time, we started with an evening lecture by Dr. Murali Thumarakudi on the topic of disaster management and rebuilding Kerala. The official kickoff was done along with Mr. M.V. Paili Memorial Lecture, and there are like many other events. Some of the key events I thought I will just touch upon here. One is the KMA CEO Conclave, Mr. Dolakia came, and it was a really an amazing evening with him and his family sharing that experience as to how they build a diamond industry. Kerala Digital Summit, we all saw it was conducted near the hotel in Info Park, where I think the technocrats came, and it was a really fruitful discussion and sessions happening over there. The MSME Summit we did, the Women Leadership Conclave inaugurated by Dr. Tessie Thomas, and also the Kerala Vice Chancellor Rajashri ma'am, and that was like really provided an outlook and what do you call the aspects of how women empowerment can be done and how they can be coming into leadership positions. And also like along with that, we did like many evening lectures, industrial visits, book releases, along with our partners also. As I mentioned, I think considering the future of the changes happening in technology and the business, some of the key aspects which we did, which I think the audience was also really good and it was well attended, was one is the design thinking workshop we did. Almost 45 people attended that. And the second was the blockchain workshop. And again, it was a one-day workshop each, and it's like completely with a focus on future relevance. From a management education program, we did a sales warrior program and an emotional quotient workshop. The KMA Best Student Manager competition was conducted in association with QSAT. And this time, for the first time, IMA, the All India Management Association, gave us an opportunity, gave KMA an opportunity to conduct the Southern Regional Management Conclave. And in fact, I attended the last council meeting of IMA, and it was well appreciated the way in which it was conducted, the array of speakers and the topics which we have touched upon. The day before yesterday, we conducted the All Kerala CSR Conclave, which with the advice of Dr. E. Sridharan during the Diamond Jubilee celebrations, and it was started during the presidency of Vivek Govind, and it was like really, I think it was a runaway hit with all the NGOs and also the corporates. That was the objective where Kerala Management Association thought to bring them on a platform so that they can interact each other, mutually benefit each other. So that was a really good event. Along with that, this time, because of the floods and the rains, we have created educational scholarship fund And with that, whomever like the students, I think a committee was formed with certain criteria, and based on which close to around 187 students were selected across various disciplines, maybe it an MBBS or BTech degree, whatever may be the disciplines. We have given them like scholarships for those students who have been like from the families which was very badly hit and which are also financially backward. And on top of with this, our flagship event, the KMA National Annual Management Convention, that was like really attended very well, and it was a great success. I take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude and thanks to the past presidents, MC members, KMA members, partner associations and institutions, academia, and all the well-wishers, media and press for like making this year a great success and supporting me in all the ventures and the events which happened during the year. And I want to like specifically mention the able support provided by the Secretariat, especially Padma Umar and Prajit and the whole team which supported in all these events. As far as this award is concerned, KMA constituted the annual awards to recognize excellence in various fields and domains, as Chairman had mentioned. And as a reflection of the prestige and value attached to the KMA awards, we received such excellent nominations, the jury has a tough time to decide. One particular aspect, due to certain reasons, the Management Leadership Award will be announced later, and there will be a very a function which will be like done where the Management Leadership Award will be given. So with this, I end my word. Once again, thanks to all of you, welcoming all of you to this KMA Annual Awards, and congratulations to all the winners and all the participants for the who had participated in the awards. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Mr. Dinesh. To mark the beginning of an August function, it is traditional that we light the lamp before we start. Request all the dignitaries to join Mr. Paul Anthony, IAS, to light the lamp. And may I also request Mr. Jibu Paul, Senior Vice President of KMA, to join the dignitaries as the lamp is lit. Thank you, gentlemen. Kindly be seated as we move on to know our chief guest a little more deeper. May I invite Mr. Prasad K. Panikar, past president of Kerala Management Association and also the executive director of BPCL Cochin Refineries Limited, to introduce our chief guest to you all.
President and other dignitaries on the dais, friends, Cochin Port is considered to be one of the calmest ports in the world. Even during the rage of monsoon, the port offers a quiet haven for the vessels. Sri Paul Anthony, who led the Cochin Port before becoming the top bureaucrat of the state, represent the same calmness and resilience. No turbulence, no Toronto, no tsunami is going to rock Sri Paul Anthony. During his farewell meeting as Chief Secretary, this is what our Honorable Chief Minister said about him. I quote, "It is hard to see such breed of bureaucrats. There would be criticisms and allegations while going ahead with administrative tasks, and the bureaucrat should not feel dejected in such situation. Paul Anthony was firm in his decisions in matters which he feel that it is true. Only few people can achieve this." Unquote. Like his calmness, peppered with resoluteness, his smile has been a hallmark of his unique personality. Sri Paul Anthony is a postgraduate in economics from the prestigious Delhi School of Economics, and he also has a master's in public economic management from a university in UK. With a passion towards national development, he joined Indian Administrative Service in the 1983 in Kerala, Kedar. After putting 34 years of meritorious service, he became the Chief Secretary of the state. Prior to that, as Additional Chief Secretary Industries, he has given many initiatives for the industrial policy, creating petrochemical park, restructuring of FSCT, and I am naming only very few numbers. His active participation during the Chief Secretaryship is known to all of us. He also had opportunity to serve as Secretary of Power, Department of SCST, Commissioner of Commercial Taxes, etc., etc. But from 2011 to 2016, as Chairman of Cochin Port Trust, he had made the major contribution to the port and the city of Kochi. During his time, the port started making profit after a long time in the red. He also has a long tenure as the Development Commissioner of Cochin Special Economic Zone. He was also the Managing Director of Supplyco and Director of Industries and Commerce. He was also the Collector of Kollam and Alapi districts. Personally, I had a good fortune to associate with him in many occasions. When he was the chairman of Port Trust, I had an opportunity to be a trustee member of the port. This relation further strengthened when Sri Paul Antony was the board member of Bharat Petroleum. In all his decisions, in his thoughts, in his perspective, in all his interactions, in all his communication, he reflects a deep commitment towards social, economic development of whatever things he is doing. No wonder his contributions are ingrained in the various development schemes in the state of Kerala. He retired in 2018. Friends, with your permission, I introduce Sri Paul Antony to you.
Thank you, Mr. Prasad. Let us now listen to our chief guest, Mr. Paul Antony, IAS.
The president of this function, Mr. Dinesh Thampi, Mr. Karta, the chairman of the Awards Night 2019, Mr. Vijay Menon, Mr. George Anthony, friends, it gives me great pleasure to be here at KMA once again. Thank you, KMA, for having me here. The KMA was started, I think, under a different name in 1957, the 1 year before I was born. And if I don't say this, my friend sitting over there, Ms. Dr. Unnikrishnan, will not forgive me. It was started, I believe, with the active participation of the then leaders of the Cochin port. Cochin was, at that time, a very different city. Today we have the IT, and typified by Mr. Thampi over here. The IT sector is here in strength. But the Cochin of those days, 57 and onwards, till I think it was 1990, 2000, that was hard manufacturing. And we had the port, and we had FACT, and we had Kochi refineries, not Kochi refinery, but Cochin refineries, and all these massive units and a host of other units, which threw up a lot of managers and who took this occasion to meet together periodically and compare notes. And that's how, at the end of this long journey, that we are here. I have often been made fun of as, along with Vijay Kurian, my batchmate, the person associated with the airport, as being part of the Cochin cadre of the Kerala's cadre of the IAS. A lot of my postings were here, and General Manager, District Industry Center in Ernakulam, then Managing Director of the Civil Supplies Corporation, then Cochin SEZ Development Commissioner, then Cochin Port. So in all these capacities, I have been associated with KMA, and over the years, I have seen the way, and I'm very impressed at the way at which the management community and KMA have grown and developed over here. Again, just to draw from my past, I come from the Sarkar administration. We don't do management, we do administration. And there was this time when I was very young, and there was this office that I was managing as a sub-collector in Palakkad. And of course, you have the laggards and you have the good guys. And there was this particular good guy, and I actually, the most that you can do in Kerala Sarkar is to try to award him a good service award. So I did that, and I thought he would be very happy. And then he came back to me with a very troubled face and said, "Sir, can you please withdraw that?" I was shocked. "Sir, idu thanna ഞാൻ താഴത്ത് മറ്റേ ആ സെക്ഷനിൽ പോയി ഇരിക്കുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് എല്ലാവരും എന്നെ കളിയാക്കും ഞാൻ സാറിന് മണിയടിക്കാരനാണെന്ന്." Peer recognition is at the root of our, performance. These sort of awards which you conduct gives an opportunity for people to showcase the best in themselves. I have read through the notes on the various awards that have been are being given out today, and I see that there has been a healthy process of people having to sort of showcase something. And I'm sure those exercises then give people to compare notes, to, set the bar at the next higher level, and for everyone else to catch up and, do one better. So I will not take much more of your time because I am also waiting for some motivation from our speaker here. And therefore, I will cut short my speech by congratulating all the award winners and also telling those who participated but were not lucky enough to win the awards this time, not to get disheartened. Participation is very important, and I'm sure in the years to come, you will also be rewarded. Thank you very much once more, KMA, for having me here, and with your permission, I declare this inaugurated. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your kind words. Now let us move on by listening to a little more of details about our keynote speaker. And to do that, may I request Past President of Kerala Management Association, Mr. S. Rajmohan Nair, to come to the dais.
President of KMA, Chief Guest of the evening, Sri Paul Anthony, Keynote Speaker Vijay Menon, and professional leaders, and my dear friends in KMA and invited guests. A very good evening to you all. Before coming to my official duty of introducing the keynote speaker, let me congratulate all the award winners and wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. It is indeed a great privilege for me to be here today to introduce the speaker of the day, Mr. Vijay Menon, who is a well-known name to many. Vijay has addressed KMA function in the past, and probably many professionals would have heard him at the various occasions associated with or without KMA too. Every one of us knows him as the motivational speaker who makes sure the crowd sails with him throughout the session. But before we start that, let me take a few minutes to dig deeper into his profile. Known for his unique leadership mentoring sessions, Mr. Vijay is a mentor and learning facilitator to several organizations across the world. A few notable clients I can point out from his long list would be BPCL, Intel, L&T, Indian Navy, Times of India, Life Insurance Corporation of India, and so on. In his early days, he was the Associate HR Manager of Infosys Technologies, Bangalore, heading the training and organizational development function in two of its biggest strategic units, operating in the west of North America and Europe. Having postgraduated in personal management and industrial relations from MG University, Kerala, he went on to receive MBA in International Business Management from Leeds Business School, United Kingdom. Mr. Vijay Menon is the Chief National Mentor for the 34 leaders of the $45 billion Caterpillar Corporation in India. He has been training distinguished participants like Chief Economic Advisor of India, Secretary, Joint Secretary and Associate Secretary rank IAS officers of Finance Ministry, Chairman and Directors of Public Sector Insurance Companies of India, State Judges in Kerala, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. His thoughts and mentorship is also well versed in the educational domain as he continues to serve as the visiting professor of Executive PGP program of the Great Lakes School of Management, course faculty in IRMA, visiting faculty in IIM Indore, visiting faculty at the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, judge and mentor of the prestigious South Asian Entrepreneurship event at TIS, and trainer of leaders, academicians and principals of CBSE schools all over India and Middle East. He is also the Chief Mentoring Officer and member of the Governing Council of Sunduck Business Solutions in Technopark, Trivandrum, which is one of the world's leading companies in financial product software, working with top banks like Royal Bank of Scotland, BNP Paribas, etc. Without further ado, let me welcome this talented gentleman to our gathering for the keynote address. Over to you, Vijay.
May I now request all the dignitaries to please step down and be seated in the front row as we set up the stage for the awards. Meanwhile, let us watch a video on KMA on the screen.
The Kerala Management Association was registered under the Travancore Cochin Literary, Scientific and Charitable Societies Registration Act in 1957. The association was soon affiliated to the All India Management Association, AIMA, New Delhi, and started functioning as its local resource center.
KMA's objectives were well crafted right from the beginning. It was a journey with a purpose to build a strong business community through healthy interaction between corporate leaders and management gurus. This has helped many companies to surge ahead with sound professional management practices.
A growing economy often ushers in new trends in the market. Regular seminars and interactive workshops are conducted by KMA to keep up with the ever-changing market requirements.
A 2-day annual management convention is conducted during the first quarter of every year, which is attended by over 1,000 delegates from all across Kerala. Eminent speakers of national and international repute lead this prestigious event.
KMA's many successful initiatives are very popular among its members. Some such initiatives are
Evening lectures by eminent people,
CEO Conclave,
Management Students Forum,
Young Managers Forum,
sector-specific seminars.
Women Managers Forum.
KMA is active in the social media networking sites and also has a comprehensive website www.kma.org.in.
KMA is managed by a managing committee comprising of prominent industry and corporate heads and functions at its own premises at Panambali Nagar, Cochin, which also houses spacious conference halls, classrooms and a library.
Based on their yearly performance, corporate companies are awarded KMA's Excellence Awards in 5 different categories, which promote healthy competition for excellence among members.
Membership. A membership in KMA offers opportunities to interact with the top management leaders in Kerala to share knowledge and skills, thereby commanding respect and credibility to your organization. Corporate membership is open to business houses, government enterprises, and educational institutions, etc.
Any individual who meets the norms set by KMA can enroll as life members on payment of the fees as a lump sum and half the fee for a senior citizen.
For more details, please contact Executive Director, Kerala Management Association.
Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the most interesting and exciting session of this evening's program, the award function or the award giving function. May I request the dignitaries to kindly come up on stage once again. Our chief guest, keynote speaker, the president of Kerala Management Association and the chairman of the award night are requested to kindly be on stage. We will go category wise. First of all, the first award is in the category of KMA Best Student Award. The recipient for this award was selected after a series of group discussions, press interview, business plan presentation, extempore speech, and so on, which lasted for a day. The chairman, may I also have the chairman for this category, Mr. Deepak Aswani, on the stage. This award was sponsored by Aster MedCity, and representing Aster MedCity, may I request Dr. Harish Pillai, Chief Executive Officer of Aster MedCity, and Mr. Y.R. Vinod, representing Aster, to be on the stage with the dignitaries. The jury members were Mr. Arun Narayanan, Delivery Partner, Banking and Financial Services, TCS, Ms. Jaya Jacob Alexander, Chief of Human Resources, Geojit Financial Services, and Mr. Dinesh Thambi, President of KMA. And the winner of KMA Best Student Award, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Gajendra Singh, student of Government Law College, Ernakulam, as he runs up the stage to receive this award from our dignitaries on the stage. Congratulations, winner, and thank you, Mr. Deepak. Thank you very much. We move on to the next award, which is the Young Managers Contest. I request the dignitaries to stay back on the stage. With an initiative to promote managerial excellence among young managers of both private and public sector undertakings in Kerala, KMA conducts an annual contest on a theme of contemporary relevance. This contest is a great learning experience as well as an excellent opportunity for young managers of Kerala to learn, analyze, and ideate on issues that affect the growing economy. The contest consists of written submission of an oral presentation on the theme before an expert panel of judges. The contest is keenly battled out by teams sponsored by various organizations across Kerala, with the winning team making it to the national level contest organized by IMA. Please welcome on stage the chairperson for this category, Ms. Nirmala. And the jury consisted of Mr. S.R. Nair, former President, Kerala Management Association, Mr. Rajesh Nair, Managing Committee Member of Kerala Management Association, and Ms. Nirmala, the chairperson for Young Managers Contest. The jury found it befitting to make a special mention of two participants, and we will have them first on the stage. And special mention was accorded to AVT McCormick Ingredients Private Limited. Can we have them on the stage? The representatives from AVT McCormick. And as they come up on the stage, the jury also specially mentioned about Cancor Ingredients Limited. So I request the representatives of Cancor to kindly be ready to receive the special mention award. I would also request the presence of the Honorary Secretary of Kerala Management Association, V. George Anthony, on the stage along with the dignitaries. Thank you, winners. The second runner-up trophy or the prize is sponsored by Unimoney, and I request the representative, Mr. R. Krishnan, CFO of Unimoney, to kindly come up to the dais. Cancor Ingredients, they are waiting by the side. Request Cancor Ingredients to kindly come up to the dais and receive the special jury award. Thank you very much. We move on. The second runner-up, sponsored by Unimoney. May I request Mr. R. Krishnan, CFO of Unimoney, to be on the stage along with the dignitaries. And the second runner-up prize goes to Sindite Industries Private Limited. Can I have the representatives of Sindite Industries Private Limited walk up to the stage to receive the award? You can be a little more lavish in your applause, ladies and gentlemen. These guys have really battled it out to win these coveted awards. Now we move on. The first runner-up is sponsored by V-Guard Industries Limited. And may I request the representative of V-Guard, Mr. P.T. George, Senior General Manager and Head of HR, to kindly come up to the dais and join the dignitaries as we give away the award for first runner-up. And the winner of first runner-up is US Technology International Private Limited. Can we have the dignitaries from US Technology International to come up and receive the prize? Congratulations, US Technology, and thank you, Mr. P.T. George. We move on to the winner in this category. The sponsor for this prize is Nagarjuna Ayurveda Center Limited. May I request Mr. Ajay Raj Palasheri, the CEO of Nagarjuna, to kindly step up. And the winner in this category is, please put your hands together for V-Guard Industries Limited. Just a mention to all the award winners, we will have a group photo of all the award winners towards the end of this function, so please stay with us until we finish the program and move on for dinner later. Thank you, winners. Thank you, Ms. Ajay Raj, and thank you, Ms. Nirmala and S.R. Nair. We move on to the next set of awards, which is the KMA NASSCOM IT Awards 2019. May I request Mr. Madhav Chandran to kindly come up the dais as we declare the KMA NASSCOM IT Awards. This award is instituted by NASSCOM and KMA. And NASSCOM is represented on the stage by Mr. Dinesh P. Thambi himself, who is the member of the managing committee of NASSCOM. And the jury consisted of Mr. Arun Narayanan, Delivery Partner, Banking Financial Services, TCS, Dr. Roshi John, Robotics and Cognitive Systems, TCS Kochi, Mr. Arun Nair, Regional Lead, 10,000 Startup, NASSCOM, Ms. Sujata Madhav Chandran, Head of Asset Leverage Solutions, Data Services, A&I Unit, TCS, Ms. Girija Srikumar, Managing Director, Softscribe Private Limited. There are 3 categories of award in this, and the first one is Best Transformation Using Digital Technologies. And the winner in this category is Cancor Ingredients Private Limited. Put your hands together as they walk up to receive the award. Cancor Ingredients is a pioneer in the field of global spice extraction with various offerings in 60 countries across the globe. Cancor is awarded the Best Transformation Using Digital Technologies Award for using digital technologies in its marketing mix. Cancor was able to get closer to the customer, have increased prolonged viewership of its website, generate business leads, increase reach of brand across geographies, and improve efficiency in marketing spend by the use of digital technologies. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Cancor. Congratulations. The next category in this is Best Innovator, and we have a first runner-up in this category in Best Innovator. The first runner-up is SNAV Technologies Private Limited. Can we have a round of applause as he walks up? SNAV Technologies is a technology company behind the creation of digital cell technology, a disruptive force in cloud computing and related domains. D-cell technology is capable of processing vast records in real time, help increase decision-making speed, all at a substantially reduced infrastructure cost. Congratulations, and the winner in this category, Best Innovator, is Billion Lives Business Initiatives Private Limited. Billion Lives Business Initiatives Private Limited is an impact tech company based in Kochi that has developed a software product, Sunidhi. They are awarded the Best Innovator Award for bringing operational efficiency and transparency to welfare fund management, thereby reducing the cost associated to manage funds through innovative use of technology. Ministry of Women and Child, Government of India uses Sunidhi in its pregnancy aid scheme, which has benefited 50 lakh pregnant women. Sunidhi is used by Maharashtra Village Social Transformation Foundation to raise over rupees 250 crores to transform more than 200 villages. Rebuild Kerala is a crowdfunding initiative by the Government of Kerala, which is also powered by Sunidhi. Congratulations, winners. The next category in this award is, please stay back, Mr. Madhav Chandran, IT Startup of the Year. And the first runner-up is IntelliOak Technologies. Can we have IntelliOak Technologies on the stage? Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. IntelliOak Technologies Private Limited is the creator of Zappy Hire, a platform backed by machine learning and data science to automate hiring and improving recruitment effectiveness. Here we have IntelliOak Technologies. And the winner in this category goes to Survey Sparrow Private Limited. Give it up to them, ladies and gentlemen, as they walk up. Survey Sparrow Private Limited is the creator of the next generation user-friendly survey software with over 10,000 plus users across the globe. Survey Sparrow is awarded the IT Startup of the Year award for the revolutionary mobile-first conversational survey software, which has been listed among the best survey software and a high performer by real users in G2 Crowd, the world's leading peer-to-peer review site. Survey Sparrow has an industry-leading survey completion rate, way higher than the leading players in the industry. Thank you, winners. Thank you, Mr. Madhav Chandran. Let us move on to the next set of awards, which is the KMA Excellence Awards. And may I have the presence of the chairman, Mr. Bibu Punnuran, on the stage. As he walks up, the Kerala Management Association has been conferring the KMA Excellence Awards on corporates to recognize excellence in various spheres over the last 9 years. The awards for excellence have been instituted to stimulate a healthy competition amongst business entities, as well as to highlight the need for every company to work towards adding value to stakeholders, bringing innovation to operations, utilizing knowledge and skills effectively, and formulating strong policies and practices. The first set of awards is in the category of in-house magazine, and the jury consisted of Mr. P. Ravindranath, past president of KMA, and Dr. Francis Cherunelam, former director of SMS QSAT. And the winner in this category is, in in-house magazine, is BPCL Kochi Refinery. Congratulations, winners. The next award in this category is the Manufacturing Innovation. And the jury consisted of Mr. V.R. Nair, former factory manager, Hindustan Unilever, Mr. P.S. Jain, Executive Vice President, Carborundum Universal Limited, and Mr. Ranjit Ramachandran, CEO at Plant Lipids Private Limited. And the winner in the Manufacturing Innovation category is Aptiv Connection Systems India Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, please encourage these award winners as they walk up the stage. Congratulations, winners. The final award in this category is Innovative HR Initiatives, and the jury was Mr. K.S. Jamestein, former director, ONGC, Mr. S. Gopakumar, former unit head, Apollo Tyres, and Mr. Bibu Punnuran, director of Medivision Group of Diagnostics, and he is also the honorary joint secretary. The first runner-up, we have a first runner-up in this category, Asset Homes Private Limited. Can we have the team members of Asset Homes to kindly come up? Thank you, winners, and congratulations. And the winner in this category is Apollo Tyres. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Apollo Tires. Congratulations, winners. Thank you, Mr. Bibu Punuran. We move on to the next award of today's evening's function. And the award is for the Manager of the Year 2019. The Manager of the Year award is a very unique honor. And may I request the chairman of the jury, Mr. Jibu Paul, to be present on the dais. KMA confers on an individual manager for his or her outstanding contribution during the year, who has done a lot in improving productivity, quality, profitability, industrial relations, etc., using scientific management in manufacturing and service industries. The networking skill and involvement in professional bodies also were considered while rating the participants. This award was sponsored by Astor City, and may I request Dr. Harish Pillai, CEO of Astor City, to be on the dais. And the jury consisted of Mr. S.R. Nair, past president of KMA, Mr. A. Balakrishnan, executive director, Geojit Financial Services Limited, and Ms. Nirmala L., chairperson, Young Managers Contest. And the winner of this year's Manager of the Year award is Mr. Ramachandran KK, assistant vice president, HR and administration, ABT McCormick Ingredients Private Limited. Dr. Harish Pillai is here with us today. Mr. Ramachandran, can we have a word of acceptance from you?
Respected Chief Guest Sri Paul Antony, President of KMA, Sri Dinesh P. Tampi, Chairman of KMA Award Night, Sri K.S. Karta, Secretary of KMA, Sri George V. Antony, Keynote Speaker, Sri Vijay Menon, other dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. Every award and recognition make you more and more responsible. While I had gone through the list of eminent personalities who had received this award in the past, the same thought came into my mind. I am more responsible now, and I have to exceed the expectations. I would like to thank KMA for establishing such awards and recognitions. These are not just appreciation, but these awards have been working as a catalyst to develop more and more professional managers and improve the management community in the state of Kerala. This is a great effort. Thank you, KMA. I would also like to thank jury for selecting me for this award. I personally believe that beyond a personal recognition, this award is a recognition for HR as a function, recognition of HR's contribution to the success of the business. Achievements are result of teamwork. I would like to thank entire team of ABT McCormick for making this happen. I would like to thank our chairman, Mr. Ajit Thomas, Managing Director, Mrs. Sushma Srikandath, for providing me opportunities, support, and guidance. The managing director gave me complete freedom in the entire spectrum of human resource management and talent acquisition. She is also a recipient of this award way back in 2003. That makes me more proud in receiving this award. And I feel as I have justified the trust she had placed in me. Finally, thanks to my beloved family, my wife Bindu and daughter Gauri Mitali for their love, affection, and support. In the last 26 years of my professional life, I have learned great lessons. I would like to mention 3 important points. If I can take 2 more minutes, please. I would like to mention 3 important points for the benefits of young managers. I would like to put this in 3 learnings. One is understand your business. Wherever you are in, whichever position you handle, whichever function you work, every manager should have in-depth understanding of the business. I'm not talking about just peripheral knowledge or functional knowledge. In-depth understanding of the operations of the business and what are the things which is affecting the business. It is very important for any manager to move up in a career ladder. Second, understand your team members. It is very important for a manager to understand, have a clear understanding of the ambitions and aspirations of their team members. He should take a sincere effort to achieve their aspiration, to support them to achieve their aspirations. Empathy is just not a jargon. It's a tool which can be effectively used by a manager for the success of their supporting team members. And third and final, understand your values. It's very important for a manager to understand which are the values driving him in his life. He should never compromise on his values for small achievements, because finally the values can make or break you in the long run. So thank you, KMA. Thank you all.
Congratulations, Mr. Ramachandran, and thank you, Mr. Jibu Paul, for being on the stage. Let us watch a 40-second video on AVT McCormick.
Over 20,000 metric tons of spice ingredients and 10,000 metric tons of blends. McCormick brings passion to flavor, and AVT complements it by ensuring quality that you can trust. This ISO 17025 certified in-house lab that is one of the best in the spice industry. Spacious and well-managed warehouses with good warehousing practices, AVT McCormick well and truly adds spice to the world at large from God's own country.
Thank you. May I request the dignitaries to kindly take the center stage as we move on to the last award of this evening, KMA Technology Leadership Award. And the chairman for this award was Mr. S.R. Nair. May I have the presence of Mr. S.R. Nair on the stage? And the jury consisted of Mr. R. Madhav Chandran, Vice President of KMA, Mr. Dinesh P. Thambi, President of KMA, and Mr. Shailan Sugunan, CEO, SS Consulting, Kochi Venture Capitalists. And the winner of KMA Technology Leadership Award is Dr. Saji Gopinath, CEO of Kerala Startup Mission and Director, Indian Institute of Information Technology and Management. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Dr. Saji Gopinath. Can we have a word of acceptance from...
With the pop-up, there is a small mistake of not reading out the citation. we take it as a prestige to read out the citation of the Management Leadership Award, and there was some level of confusion, so I thought I'll correct it by standing in front of you and reading this out. Okay. Kerala Technology Leadership Award presented to Professor Dr. Saji Gopinath, Chief Executive Officer, Kerala Startup Mission and Director, Indian Institute of Information Technology and Management, Kerala. This award is presented in recognition to the creative and enduring leadership demonstrated by Professor Dr. Saji Gopinath in spearheading the cause of the startup entrepreneurship in the state of Kerala through innovative policies as schemes by developing consolidating the ecosystem, by promoting the technology-based entrepreneurship activities from the school level onwards, and by creating the infrastructure and environment required for promoting entrepreneurial activities, all achieved by involving the stakeholders. He increased the pace of the activities of infrastructure creation, incubation, acceleration, funding, mentoring, meets and events, and products and technology shows across the state. He led all these activities from the front, thereby becoming the face of the technology entrepreneurship for the state. Concurrently, as the director of the Indian Institute of Information Technology and Management, Kerala, he brought the institute in the forefront by establishing curriculum and program on cutting-edge technologies such as machine learning, robotics, data analytics, blockchain, and cognitive computing. The postgraduate programs and diplomas conducted by the institute is now creating knowledge and talent pool meant for the leading global companies and firms that are being established who are established in the Global Technology Center in Kerala. Professor Dr. Saji Gopinath raised the performance bar many times during his stint as CEO of KSAM, Kerala Startup Mission, and director of IITMK. He empowered and led a comparatively young workforce around him into superior levels of tasks. He brought laurels to Kerala by getting adjudged as the top performing state in the country in technology entrepreneurship. Through this award, KMA places on record its deep appreciation of the tireless endeavor of Professor Dr. Saji Gopinath in bringing high vibrancy and enthusiasm in technology development and startup entrepreneurship, something that was felt as the need of the hour of the state. Dated on this day, the 5th July 2019, by Dinesh Thampi, President, V. George Anthony, Honorary Secretary, and S.R. Nair, Chair, Technology Leadership Award. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, distinguished members of KMA, and invited guests and friends. It's a great privilege for me to receive this Technology Leadership Award from Kerala Management Association, one of the oldest management associations in the country. As you know that I head a very young, small organization called Kerala Startup Mission, which today try to curate a startup ecosystem in the state, trying to create as well as develop the aspirations of a lot of youngsters who thinks to make big in the world. We are very happy that over the few years, we could make many of these aspirations a reality, so much so that today, in the budget speech, one of our startups' work has actually been commended by the Honorable Finance Minister herself. As a professor, I used to teach once in a while finance, and I believe that we are like a derivatives. We work on the shares. While the share performance or the company performance is moving, derivative performance changes. I think the Startup Mission plays that role, where the real performance belong to the startups who are putting the real work and the support of organizations like KMA. In fact, as an organization, and many of you sitting here has actually played a key role, both your expertise, mentoring and guidance in improve our startup ecosystem. I hope that we will continue to get such support from Kerala Management Association in the days to come, because we have a very long distance to travel, and in the technology world, we have a very limited time. Thank you very much for conferring the award. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Saji Gopinath. Thank you very much, and thank you, Mr. S.R. Nair. It's now time to acknowledge the time taken by our guests to come over here and be with us. Mr. Dinesh Thampi, President of Kerala Management Association, will now present a memento to Mr. Paul Anthony, IAS, who graced this evening with his presence. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request Mr. Vivek Krishna Govind, past president of KMA, to kindly come up to present a memento to Mr. Vijay Menon, who really sparked us today evening with his speech. After the vote of thanks, I would request all the award winners to kindly come up on the stage to have a group photo. May I now request Mr. V. George Anthony, Honorary Secretary, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. KMA Annual Awards has become a brand by itself. You have witnessed it today. The companies and managers who have come and taken the awards. It has for us also in KMA, this has become a prestigious event longing to be done, and this is our last event of the year. Next week we are going to have our elections. I'll come to my duties. Mr. Paul Anthony IAS had graced to come and be our chief guest for this event. Thank you very much, sir, for taking time and honor us by your presence here. Thank you once again. Vijay Menon has given us the keynote address today. His words are inspirational, motivational, and your speech made us really a great day for all of us today, sir. Thank you very much on behalf of KMA and on behalf of me for your presence here today. All the guests, all the companies, representatives who are present here, thank you very much for coming in time and attending this function and gracing this function. Thank you once again. And after this function, we have dinner arranged. Please come for attend the dinner also. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. V. George Anthony. Let us all now rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे